We have been in the Bahamas about 3 weeks now. We have some final adventures and then we hightail it home. Look at that!
Oh my goodness!
Look at that shark. Now that one's a nurse shark, you can tell. The one to the head, right? That is big. They think we're gonna give them food or something?
That's a nurse shark, yeah, it's an EDI.
Wow.
Jump in!
And swim with them, right? Today we are off. We are going to the grotto.
Thunderball Grotto.
What'd you say?
Thunderball Grotto.
Okay. So town is around the corner, I guess. We haven't seen it yet. This morning we are headed over to Thunderball Grotto. It's a fantastic underwater cave, and it was used in the filming of 2 James Bond movies. It is a must-see for divers and snorkelers. There goes Eric. He says it's cold. He'll get used to it. Is it cold?
A little bit, it's okay. We're in the grotto. All we need is martinis.
They don't have any martini fixings here.
Where is he? What are we gonna do? You going back? There Julie goes, swimming out of the grotto. On deck.
That is the grotto where they were just diving. Dan decided just to swim, and we're going to not the grotto. So that's the grotto. Here's not the grotto on this side, and this place here has got just tons and tons of current. Dan just tried to swim across it. You okay? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You're gonna find the same thing over
here, though. Fine right here.
You'll find the same thing over here, Dan.
Okay, well, we'll see what he's gonna do. He'll be a tired puppy. Yeah, we're going backwards, and he's gonna still try this.
Hey, Dan.
Dan!
Dan.
Hey!
Hey, there's a boat. Dan.
Dan, boat!
Dan.
We gotta swim over here! And he almost got run over by a boat. A little alarming. There he goes again. Once we got Dan all safe in the boat, we headed over to Staniel Cay to go check out the town. Fuel dock right here.
You see this stone thing coming out right here? Yeah. That's the entrance right there. And just put it right on the beach right there.
Oh.
So we can either do that or go around to the welcome beach.
And did you come in here?
Yeah, I went in there, right in there. You got to go that way and then straight in. And there's a
fallen stone.
fallen stone on the right, so just stay away from that thing.
There seemed to be a lot going on in front of the Staniel Cay Yacht Club.
What do you think? Hot. There goes Dan. Oh, Distin doesn't like it. Don't do that, Dan. One's coming around to bite your butt.
Whoa! Stop.
You don't like that, do you?
Oh,
It's
Where's
the
the
dog.
music? Dun, 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 dun.
I can add that in there later.
You can have it later. This one's sleeping over here. See, they're more scared of us. See,
Years ago, I would have been good years ago.
right?
Oh. It was. And what's really good.
Dan, you're not very good at
They've trained the sharks to associate that thumping noise with food.
Oh, there's a stingray over there. Imagine if both of these things were the ones we were just swimming.
Next, we decided to explore the Cay a little bit more.
Distin's pretty happy to be on land. First thing she does is poopy. I think that this might be liquor store and a laundromat.
It was a laundromat with a bar, but they wouldn't let Distin in there.
Looking back on the docking place at the yacht club where we were earlier.
Julie and Dan stopping to buy some bread. Staniel Cay is known for having a blue store and a pink store.
So there's the blue store, closed right as we were coming. And then there's the pink store where we did go get some stuff. We got some cream cheese. Dan got potato chips. Guess we're gonna go into morning drinking. Bloody Mary mix. And yeah, we're just walking around. And my faithful dog who won't let him leave me. There's a Baptist church here on the island, on the Cay, I guess. And there's a cute little dive shop. The guy in there was really nice. They have seafood sometimes, but not today. Oh, it might have coconut.
And we circled back to the Staniel Cay Yacht Club bar.
I think we just found the alcohol. Wow.
They're pretty slow.
Well, if he can get in here, we can. All right, where we go?
Prepare to fend off.
Yeah.
It's behind you.
We're headed back to the boat, and I don't know if you've noticed, but there are quite a few Nordhavns that are in the Bahamas about now. And since we had a Nordhavn Lasagne, which means 8 or more Nordhavn boats, we had to have a get-together on the beach. You may also notice that these Nordhavn owners often have their own boat shirts, which they proudly display at these get-togethers. To learn more about these Nordhavn terms, go to the YouTube channel No ETA or Noetta and find out about the Nordhavn Nordipedia.
It is sunrise, and we are up and going. High tide is around 7:15 is what we think. And we want to be through this cut at high tide. So we are saying goodbye to this lovely anchorage. These guys are up here getting the dinghy up here, getting it secured. Dan over here is securing the cushions for the fly bridge. We don't want to lose them. It's a little windy. It's going to pick up this afternoon for about an hour, and then tomorrow night for a couple hours it's going to pick up to some 15-20 knots according to predict wind, which we haven't found very correct. But yeah, it's not very predictable, but we need to kind of pay attention. My task, what the one I took, is get the coffee ready. And I've been securing all the cabinets. And Distin's been out once, but she needs to go out again. It looks like she's gonna find a different place. I gotta corral her. Come on, let's go down here. Eric's tying up the weighted ball for the dinghy so that it doesn't bounce around. And we are off. Right by Zarpe. Right by latitude. Optimus Creed. Oh, there they are over there. Oh, they aren't ready to go.
We are headed back through this cut and past the anchorage where all the sailboats like to go, and then back out over to the east side, which has deeper water.
Okay, here we go, Pat, through this tricky little cut again. See that current there? How fast is the current?
Not that fast.
Not that fast? Look at the concentration in there. That's the cut we just went through. Going down to Rudder Cay today. Dodging the sailboats.
You may notice that we often say K in the video. That's because it is spelled C-A-Y, but it's actually pronounced key.
And we are out of there.
We have gone out to the east side where it's deeper, and we are going to go straight down to Rudder Cay and then cut back in on the other side for our anchorage.
Today we're going out and we're going to do some snorkeling around a piano, and what else? There's something besides
The
piano.
magician put a piano down there, and we're going to go down for a concert.
We got Eric and Julie back there, and we have another boat that's with us, and they're over there. It's really pretty.
How about this over here? There's something right there too. Isn't there a statue in here too, Matthew? Let's check that. All right, grab me over there.
Look at this.
That's it.
That's it. And there they go. There's Eric. Dan's out there. Jeremy. From what I can tell, this piano is pretty far down there, and I think it's going to take some diving to get down to it. She can't figure out why people keep getting in the water. So there's a cool little cave here. Oh, it doesn't go that deep. I thought it might go through. No.
We decided to go ahead and do a little exploring and go into this little lagoon.
there and they were shocked to find a boat back in there. You know, anchored in it.
Goes way back there. That's pretty cool.
Go over there and take a look. So you can take a look over here. Yeah, we're gonna take a look there.
Yeah, there's a road up there. Another house. Pretty cool.
Sunny?
Seems to be a popular space. Look at those other people coming in.
Next, we headed up a little bit further and went to a beach that we could actually walk on.
Go check out that beach up there. So we came to this island with a little beach. We're coming in, we thought there was going to be lots of sharp rocks. But look, they're actually the conch shells. There are some rocks, but the spiky things are shells. Distin? What do you think? Look at these little tiny palm trees. I don't think any of us brought shoes. Dan's gonna go see if he can find any lobster.
It's smaller, but it's...
I think it's a conch.
Really?
Yeah, I think it is. Look at this. Look how pretty that shell is. That just seems sad. Watch where you're drifting. Do you want to
Might
get
be a
in?
lobster over here, I don't know.
Do you want to get in?
Like, I came up to see where I was, I'm like, ooh, a little too close.
It is February 27th, and it is time that we start headed back to the States. We left Rudder Key around 7:45 a.m. We headed to Shroud Key, and we got there around 3.
We are off. Spent some time snorkeling around here and checking out beaches, but I think we're in for a bit of a ride. So this could be bumpy.
The next morning, we were up and going again. We were leaving Shroud Key at about 8:30 a.m., getting to West Bay around 2:30ish.
We're on day 2 of our trying to get back to Florida. We were going to take this day off, but we looked at the weather this morning, and Friday it's supposed to have 4.5 feet waves with a period of 5 seconds. That's not going to make a very comfortable ride. We had a couple of pretty rough days coming here. I'd like to avoid them. We could handle it, but why? But today is a nice, calm, easy day, which is why we decided, why would we skip this day?
If you remember from our earlier videos, when we came to the Bahamas, we came to Chub Key looking for an anchorage before we moved on to West Bay. And we had a difficult time finding an anchorage up by Chub Key. In an effort to avoid trying to find an anchorage around Chub Key and being unsuccessful again, we decided to go from West Bay over to Morgan's Bluff, and then going from Morgan's Bluff over to Bimini. On February 29th, we got up around 8 a.m. and we left West Bay and we headed to a new anchorage, Morgan's Buff. We got there around 11:30. I had my turn in the kitchen at the first part of the day. I've got dinner ready. And now Julie is putting together some French toast for tomorrow morning. We are out here just enjoying this beautiful sunset. Check that out. It was pastels and now it's turning bright pink. It's just so nice. Julie's out here taking pictures, as many as she can. Oh yeah. And Dan.
Don't feel my boobs.
Jeez.
Don't worry, Dan.
I feel
I'm not gonna
naked.
feel
I
your
feel
boobs.
naked.
Eric and Dan are out here having a cocktail. Distin decides she likes Julie. In here we have a bundt cake that went kind of dense. I'm sure it will still be good. Wow. We have potato au gratin in the oven. That's going to take us 90 minutes, I hope. And a marinated flank steak. So it should be a good evening. And the next morning we are up early again. We leave Morgan's Bluff around 4:30 a.m. and we get into Alice-town in the Biminis around 3-ish. It is about 6:16 and it's starting to get daylight. Can't see anything still. Got a moon up there. We had a really quick night at Alice-town and we took off the next morning at 7 a.m. headed back to Florida. We arrived there about 3-ish. We got some push from the Gulf Stream. We're getting closer to the Gulf Stream and so we're going faster and faster. Last time I looked we were up to 10 knots just about. We've been told to watch out for these cargo ships because they aren't going to stop for us or labor. Distin's going, what are they doing? To come back in the country, we use CBD Roam. I had our passports and all of our information uploaded, and now we are just waiting to get approved. The good news is all 4 of us are known travelers and have numbers, so we've entered those. Hopefully that makes it easier. Just got a notice that there's lightning nearby. Yes, we did notice. This is kind of cool. Our salt is getting washed off the boat. Anyway, we are almost back into the U.S. Well, we got in the inlet. We also got approved by customs, so we can now, we're okay. And that is the end of our Bahamas 2024 trip. We learned a lot. Hopefully we get to use it again someday. But for now, we're on to the next adventure.
Havaseas you next time.